Good morning. Today is May 15th, 2019. Welcome to Jenn Jiggles. I'm Jen. This is just a quick update. I maintained yesterday. I didn't eat well yesterday. I slipped off the wagon. So I did the hamburgers, and I did have buns, but yeah, that's okay because that was with my caloric and my carbs and stuff. But I did put cheese on it, and then we had, for dessert, we had Ian brought home these like donut stick things that had apple stuff in them, and I already had a pavlova, so we had the donut stick and then I had pavlova. But I worked my ass off yesterday with exercise and things, and I maintained, which was really positive. The negative thing is I had 2 things last night that I should not have had, so you know, shame on me. So busy again today, more exercise. A little bit much more of everything. Blossom needs to spend some time outside today. Sorry. And I have to sew, and that's not good exercise, but it needs to get done. I've been working on the same top, which I will show you in a minute, for a few days now, and it's slow going basically because of the type of material and the fact that the pattern wasn't great. That it was that McCall's pattern. The directions aren't very clear, and I am going to email them and say you need to brighten up, because you know, I have some experience. I can't imagine being a beginner sewer and trying to sort out what they mean in that pattern. It's absolutely shit. So anyway, I'm going to email them and say, hey, you know, you might want to think about clarifying some shit in your pattern. Excuse French. I have, sleep in my eyes. So yeah, so did all my stuff yesterday. Obviously did enough to not gain weight. I probably went over my caloric intake by about 600 calories. Between the donut-y thing and that pavlova. If you've never had a pavlova, I will tell you what it is. It is a meringue. Basically, you cook meringue in an oven. You turn the oven on, and you put the meringue in, and then you shut the oven off, and you let it cook in the heat that's already in the oven, and it kind of has like a softish middle, but the outside is cooked, and it's like, you make it like a pie or a bowl shape, and then you put things like cream and berries and things like that in it. That's a pavlova. It is one of my more favorite desserts, I must say. I would say my most favorite dessert is probably pumpkin pie. It tops cheesecake. Yeah. Pumpkin pie, then cheesecake. Well, probably not. Pumpkin pie, then chocolate cake, then cheesecake. I don't know why I'm talking about this in Diet Channel. Anyway, yeah, so shame on me. Tonight for tea, I've already planned chicken breast, roasted chicken breast, no skin, vinaigrette with bread and a little bit of brie and lettuce, and that's it. That is our dinner tonight. I've made some sugar-free grape jello, so we will be having that for dessert, so yay me. Although I did look, and there's a little bit more sodium in that than I thought there was. What else did I do yesterday? Oh, Ian came home early. Like I was saying, I think he's emailed me to say he's coming home early. Well, he did. He came home, I was sewing, I put my machine up and went and got a shower after I heard about his day, and then we went over to the supermarket, but I shop at Farm Foods and Lidl now, unless it's a holiday. I am so on to saving money. So we went over to Lidl, and why was I saying I went over to Lidl? I can't remember what spurred that. Oh, right. So I went over to Lidl. Sorry. I lost my train of thought. And I found these ice pop maker container things, you know. So I thought, I really like pudding pops, but I don't want all the calories. So I'm going to go onto Amazon and get some sugar-free instant Jell-O pudding, but I have to order it from America because, you know, they don't have that kind of stuff here. And I'm also going to try to make a batch of vanilla pudding with my stevia and see how that all works out. If it works out with the stevia, fine. I probably won't order any more instant pudding. But I do like pudding pops, and they do last a bit longer than when you're having like a popsicle or something. And then I don't have to worry about as many calories, and because we just have skim milk here. I forget what the letters are, but we buy that milk in boxes that is long life shelf milk, and there's no difference really between that and what you'd get out of the fridge, except that it lasts a lot longer. And I buy it by the case because, like, you buy a case of that and it's good for like 10 months. So yeah, so I'll be making it with that skimmed milk, and then well, anyway, we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But yeah, so because it's getting summertime here. It was 19 here yesterday. It's supposed to be 19 again today, which for all of you people in America where it's super hot and I envy you or whatever, that's really warm for here. So yeah, I can't remember what I said yesterday, but I replanted the corn. I think I did tell you that yesterday. Strawberries went out yesterday with Blossom in the evening while Ian sat and watched cricket. England beat Pakistan. Go England. I have an opinion about Pakistan being able to play cricket here or anywhere because they cheated the last time they played here, and they had been cheating for quite a little while, and yeah, they got kicked out of the Federation for like 3 years because of cheating. I mean, and not cheating to win. They were betting against themselves and losing on purpose. Anyway, I don't like them, and I don't think there's any place in that. There's an Australian guy, bowler, who cheated, and he got caught, and he faked all this crying and stuff. I can't think of his name right now. That's how important he is to me. Last year, and he only got a year's ban, and he was freaking cheating. And I just think you should, like Pete Rose. Gone. See ya. Bye. You're done. Anyway, I'm very, what is the word I want? All my words are leaving me this morning. I have a very heated opinion about cricket players who cheat because it's a gentleman's sport, and if you're a Me Too movement person, just keep it to yourself because I really don't care. That's really mean. Sorry, but I don't care what you think. I think that there's sports for men and sports for women, and I don't particularly think that they should mix. Anyway, because I'm very old-fashioned. Sorry, June Cleaver here. How are you? Beaver, shut up. Anyway, yeah, so I'm very into my cricket, and I loved watching England play, and I also like to watch New Zealand play because I love the Kiwis and anything, whether it's cricket or rugby or whatever. I love to watch the Kiwis play because they're so enthusiastic. That's the word I need. I need enthusiasm about my cricket. And passionate, which I hate that word, but there you go. Anyway, I've been yammering on for like 9 minutes about Jack Bucket All Nothing. So yeah, maintained exercise yesterday. I feel really a lot more positive about some things. I'm trying to stay, so Kim sent me the most amazing, thank you, sweetie, recipe for muffins, and I've been trying to stay out of the kitchen and trying not to bake. Because I tend to taste as I bake, and I usually tend to make things that are very American in the sense that they're full of butter and sugar, and because that's how I grew up. And then I was on Pinterest, and there was a recipe for cranberry babka, and I was like, oh my god, I love babka. It's Polish bread, and I really wanted to make it, but I didn't. I didn't make it because it's not good for me. So, before I show you what I got done this morning, like 15 minutes ago, I want to talk about motivation for a minute and what's currently motivating me. Now, I'm like right into my sewing. I do my bags anyway, and I sew bags and stuff for my shop and things like that. But I'm really into clothes sewing right now because, like, yeah, what I'm going to show you for the top that I've got done so far was like, you know, $3 and whatever cents USD. So I'm more into making my own clothes. That way I can, you know, really pick the style that I want. And if I want to tweak it, I can tweak it. I don't have to just take what's on, you know, on a hanger or on a website. I don't have to do that. But what I wanted to talk about was what's motivating me right now. And what's really motivating me right now to get this weight off are some really, really gorgeous vintage Vogue sewing patterns that I want to make for myself and look good in, if you know what I mean. I also want to buy a dress dummy, but I don't want to buy a dress dummy right now because dress dummies actually come in adjustable things, but the adjustment, so like for my size right now, mine would come, I would get a dress dummy for size 18 to 24, and I would be turning the dials to size 22 for my bust and my waist and all that, and I don't want to do that. So what I really want to do is put it off because I don't expect I'm going to be anything smaller than a 14 to 16 in the end because I've got too much baby belly and, you know, I'm old and you know, I'm old. And I'm sure that Jane Fonda would say, well, that's not an excuse. Well, Jane Fonda was this big her entire life, so I don't really care. I want to hear it. But I do love you, Jane. But I was not born at a stick insect. I was very thin all the way through high school, and thin in the sense that I was proportionately okay through high school, and then I got fat. I didn't really get fat. How do I say it? After my first child, I was different. Everybody is, right? You're different. But I didn't get really fat like I am right now until after Ian and I got married. And yeah, that was just comfort. Sorry. My washing machine's making noise and I don't know why. Anyway, Jesus, it's been 12 minutes. So anyway, so these Vogue patterns are really motivating me to get on. And so when I buy a dress dummy, I want to buy a dress dummy that does 12, I think it's 12 to 18, size 18. So I've got that Midland range. So anyway, I'm looking at all of these patterns on Pinterest like every day and thinking, why are you not using these to motivate yourself? You know, get yourself, because not being funny, but I searched on Pinterest for Vogue patterns, vintage Vogue patterns for my size. They don't exist because women, basically I read the article and it said the average woman weighs what the average man weighed in 1960. So that's how much sort of larger we've gotten. And I won't say unhealthy and I won't say fat, it's just bigger. And there's more people. So there's a wider, you know, statistic, as it were. So there's more people to do that stat with. So I said, no, find the biggest size you can find, which ended up being about a 16, and buy those Vogue patterns, because I can, if I get down to that 14 that I want to be at, then I can, you know, I can rewrite the pattern, as it were, and make them. But I just thought, why aren't you doing that? So that's what I'm doing now. I'm using Vogue, bless you, as motivation. So thank you, Vogue. Thank you. And thank you for the lovely patterns. Oh my God. I wish they would reissue, like every year. I wish Vogue would take a year from like 1928 up to I don't care if it's up to now, but every year they should reissue every pattern that they had for that year, because oh my God, I would spend our retirement on that, because there are some really nice Vogue patterns. And I don't mean to ignore Berta or McCall's, or, although I'm not happy with them right now, or Butterick or Simplicity or the new look Simplicity. I don't want to, you know, disclude them. And there's a lot of Tilly and the Buttons and other indie pattern designers right now. But I've been watching a lot of videos about how to design your own clothes. The guy from, there's a show in America called, oh fuck, Project Runway, is that it? Anyway, he's on there and he's got a slew of videos showing you how to use your dress form to create different looks, and then use muslin to do that, and then you take it off and you create your paper pattern, and it's really interesting, actually. So yeah, so that's what I want to do. I hope my voice is syncing with my picture, because if it's not, I've just spoken for, I think it is, 16 minutes. Jesus Christ, sorry. Okay, so first things first, let's get on with the crafting. I finished the body of the sweater. Ta-da! The bottom's curled up because this is really rough, so I think when I wash it, it'll get better. But yeah. So I finished the body. It fits fine. I tried it on. I have to do the sleeves now, but I have to weigh the yarn. I have to weigh this yarn, what I've got left of this, and what I've got left of this. This is definitely not showing as purple as it is. This is very purple. This looking blue on here. But anyway, yeah. So all I have to do is the sleeves, which are going to be 3/4 length. So, yeah. So that's that. Got that done. And then this is as far as I've gotten with the top. Let me get back a bit. Sorry, I'm in my shorts. But this is the top so far. This part, this placard in the front. Here, let me show you how shitty mine is. See how shitty that is? That is not very well explained in the pattern from McCall's. They did an absolutely shit job telling people how to get that done. And yeah. But yeah, so cheap fabric. Not cheap, but you know, inexpensive. I tried this on yesterday as well, and it fits perfectly. It's actually a little bit too big. But yeah, so I got that done. It's got basically, show you the hem. It's a 5/8 inch hem, but I rolled it under, and then it's not gonna, there we go. I rolled it under and eased it and top stitched it down. And then the, this took me an hour yesterday to get the neck facing ready. And yeah, I wasn't happy with that either, to be honest. But yeah, so there was a lot of clipping and ironing, and you can't iron, you can't put the iron directly on this because it shrivels a bit. So I'm using some leftover fabric from a bag to do it. And then I have my little thread bucket that I made myself. Putting stuff in, just using up scraps. So yeah, I'm also finding that my quilting pins versus my quilting clips, which I love very much. It's hard to tell which one's better or which one's worse. Yeah, so that's what I got done crafting wise. Sorry, I just found some more thread. Oh god. Okay, right, I need to get going. Just one quick thing, I never did make my list of shit that I needed to get done, you know, crafting wise, and I didn't make a schedule, and it's just dawned on me that I didn't do that, and that's why I've been willy-nilly doing things. And I've been talking for 20 minutes. I'm really sorry. Anyway, I hope you're okay. I hope feral cats are okay, because they're so cute. And I hope everybody is doing well with their weight loss and their exercise. And I'm going to find my button. Oh, it's there. Anyway, I will talk to you all whenever I talk to you. But yeah, stick to it. You can do it. And talk to you later. Happy maintaining. Bye.